So hello everyone and welcome to Florianópolis. This is the city centre and right now I'm on the street called Rua Floripa Shopping, which is the main high street of the town centre. I'm having a quick look around. As you can see, the weather is quite wet. There's a lot of rain and wind today, but interestingly Brazil are playing football at the moment, and so that's why it's so quiet. There's hardly anybody on the streets because everybody's indoors watching the football, and a lot of the shops are closed for that reason as well. So hopefully I'm going to have a bit of a look around, have a nosy today, see what's going on in Florianópolis city centre. So this is what the high street in Florianópolis centre looks like when there's a Brazil match on. The majority of the shops are closed and it's very quiet, almost deserted. So Brazil are playing Switzerland at the moment, and most people are inside watching the game. So when Brazil play football, everything stops, especially during the World Cup, because it's the pinnacle of the football calendar. Yeah, so you get an idea of what it's like when Brazil play football. I imagine this would normally be quite a busy square, but because of the rain and the football, it's quite quiet. Right behind me is the central cathedral in Florianópolis. So it's in this kind of neoclassical style, I think. Very beautiful cathedral. Can't get inside today because of the football. This is just back from Praça 15, which is one of the central squares in Florianópolis. Yeah, this will be a central point for Catholics and people who want to come and pray in the city centre. Right behind me is the Museu Histórico de Santa Catarina. So the historic museum of Santa Catarina, which is the state that I'm in at the moment, the state of Florianópolis. It's a very beautiful building. I think it was built in the Empire of Brazil, so 19th century. I think it used to be a governmental building, but now it's been turned into a museum. So this is the kind of museum I like to visit when I come to a place like Florianópolis, to find out about the history. Like everything else, it's closed today. Yeah, so it's a really impressive building, and it's got a very interesting facade with pink and white paint. So quite unusual, lots of sculptures and tiles and old wooden doors. So it's a really beautiful museum. When I come back to Florianópolis, I will definitely check it out. Yeah, you can see right at the top, it's got the coat of arms of the Brazilian Republic. So on the high street, Floripa Shopping, got some really nice Art Deco buildings here. Reminds me a bit of Juiz de Fora, Art Deco style. Quite decorative, and they've got these mosaic on the ground, Portuguese style mosaics. So I'm just on the corner of Rua Floripa Shopping and the Rua Deodoro, and got this really cool old imperial style church. Looks quite Portuguese. And this street leads down to the coast. I think there's some beach in the centre of Florianópolis as well. Yeah, but the rain is not giving up. So I'm told Florianópolis is quite nice in the sun, but it has been raining all week, even though it's spring. So yeah, just gotta make the most of it while I'm here. So this is tropical weather, tropical rain, and this is why Brazil can grow so much fresh fruit and vegetables, because they have a lot of rain and a lot of sun. So I think the football's just finished. I think that's why everybody's cheering. And if I'm not mistaken, Brazil won. I think these old buildings here are called the Alfandriga. So I think this was originally a customs house back in the 19th century. Yeah, so it's really cool style old building, and it's being used at the moment to show the football. So I think this is the central bus station for Florianópolis. It certainly looks like it. Barbecue going on here outside the market. Even by Brazilian standards, this is pretty heavy rain and pretty prolonged periods of rain. Right, so now I'm inside the central market. Still very busy with fans, but at least it's out of the rain, which is good. And this is full of shops, souvenir shops, clothes shops, food and drink shops as well. Yeah, very lively, but even more lively because of the football match, and some of the shops are actually closed as well. So this is probably not normally how it looks. Lots of rain. Very wet. Time for a coffee break. So this is the place where we had coffee. It's called Floripa Shopping Cafe. Really nice little place to have a coffee and a snack. We are now in the shopping center called Floripa Shopping. So Floripa is the nickname for Florianópolis. These kind of shopping centres are really popular because they're safe, and normally it's a place for getting out of the sun, but for today it's for getting out of the rain because it's very wet. Yeah, so they're really cool places. They've got a massive selection of shops, but they've also got banks, cafes, restaurants, even supermarkets and things like that. So the range is amazing, really, really good. I think this is a medium-sized shopping. It's got a mix of chain shops and individual shops, lots of coffee shops, ice cream shops, loads of different things on offer here. So looks like a really good place. Yeah, so here you can see they've got CNA, Lupo, which is underwear shop, glasses shop, they've got ice creams, even got the body shop as well. So the Christmas decorations are already up in the Floripa Shopping. See this massive red Christmas tree. It's actually quite a big place, but I'm told it's not the biggest in Florianópolis. So this is a really interesting shop, O Boticario, or the Botanist, and this is a Brazilian brand that creates perfumes, aftershave fragrances. So if that's your cup of tea, then this is a really cool shop to have a look at because they have some really interesting fragrances, masculine, feminine, for men and women, and lots of present boxes as well. So it's a really cool shop with an incredible variety of fragrances. So this is the men's section in the Boticario. Got some really interesting fragrances with different designs on their bottles. And you can test all of these for free. So we just stopped to get some petrol, and they've got this convenience shop here with a bakery, drinks. I think this one's called Ipiranga. So I got these test papers that they spray the perfume on at Boticario, and There's some really interesting fragrances. Yeah, very citrusy, woody, kind of quite summery fragrances. Yeah, but really interesting smells, really interesting notes to their aftershaves and perfumes. So I highly recommend Boticario if you're in Brazil. The rain has stopped a little bit, but it's still a bit wet. It's kind of drizzling now. So I'm at the supermarket now. It's about 8 o'clock and just getting a few bits. It's still raining. My Brazilian friends said that I brought the British weather with me to Brazil, but I think the weather here has even gone beyond the British weather, to be honest, this week. So yeah, it's been pretty mad. But I've still enjoyed getting to know this place, and I would like to return one day. Maybe I'll come in the summer when there's a bit more sun, slightly warmer weather, to be able to make the most of the beaches and the fantastic coastline that they have here. Yeah, but it's still been a good experience, and I still highly recommend Florianópolis. It's such an interesting place. All right, take care and goodbye from Florianópolis. Ciao.